Let's save Malaga this season, shall we? We have only 3 episodes to go until the end of this first La Liga season in the GloryHunter, and currently Malaga sit 19th. We have not had a fantastic first year back in the top flight in Spain, have we? After they got promoted last year, we took over and we have struggled, but we showed some signs in the last episode of maybe having made the right signings in January to get this side back up the table and, fingers crossed, next season challenge for trophies. So, we are game in hand on Levante, so we could go above them with... Actually, we need a win because our goal difference is atrocious against Athletic Bilbao. We start with Bilbao. They are 9th in the table. Then we have Vallecano, who are 17th, so that's a very big game. And Celta Vigo, who are 15th, which is also a rather sizable game. It's very tight between a number of sides at the bottom there. Basically, you'd say any 3 from Osasuna down could very well get relegated this season. There is a 7-way fight to avoid the 3 relegation spots. We have, on paper, the worst defensive record in the league, but we have new players in the squad. And Bete is into the starting lineup. Nick Pope is into the starting lineup. And we made some improvements and stopped the rot, most importantly, in the last episode. We'd gone 10 games without a win. 10 games without a point. More to the point. But we beat Cadiz by 3-2. And we drew 1-1 with Sevilla, which was a very hard-fought result. A couple of big defeats in there as well against Villarreal and Barcelona. But we'll skim over those. We'll see if we can get a point at home against Athletic Bilbao. I'd love to beat Vallecano and take a point off Celta Vigo as well. So... start as we mean to go on. We started in the last episode with a win, so let's start in this episode with a win. Please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this GloryHunter save and this challenge now we face here at Malaga. Hopefully, you'll be subscribed to the channel as well and you won't miss out on any more or whatever is next to come post this save. So, Malaga versus Athletic first. 4-2-3-1 matching our formation for Athletic Club de Bilbao. Antoni Trubin in goal, Lombardi, Erstegar, Zubeldia and Cabal. Ismail Assar on the right with Oscar and Moretti holding. Moretti 88 rated still in this A. Javier Puado on the left. Javier Carrasco at camo, we think might be an Iron Sunset pre-gen. Although we'd need to double check his birthday. Cam centre forward and striker are his positions. Joshua Zirkzee is up top. They have not much on the bench other than maybe Jamie Leveling. So we'll wait and see if they can do it with the starting 11, although they may need to call on the occasional substitute. Our starting 11 might have turned a corner. I do say might, because we need to make sure that we can turn the form throughout the course of more than one episode. And Joshua Zirkzee getting an early yellow card, not a red, might have seen us become favourites had he seen that red card. 4-3 points this afternoon. Prado's run into Estequillo. It's what we bought him for, to break up play. Roberto, looking for the run, but it's picked off well by the defence. That was very nearly Bilbao cut apart. 24 games played, 64 goals conceded. We are not too far away from averaging 3 goals conceded a game. Sure, I got a toe on the ball there, but Estequillo steps in. Did he? I think he just put his foot next to it. It was hard to tell with the man in the way. Moretti with a free kick. They do have a tendency of punishing us from these sorts of situations this season, the AI. They're going to lay it off by the looks of things, which indeed they do. And Joshua Zirkzee's shot is blocked by Joe Mendes. First chance comes and goes for the visitors. And we stay at 0-0. Lombardi, Carrasco, Puado, Zirkzee. Top bins. Highest rated player in their starting lineup. Outside of Moretti, Carrasco. Moretti just kind of stands alone above everybody else, doesn't he? Well, Carrasco might well be pretty damn good. 84 rated, and now on the score sheet here, just kind of opened up from there in the edge of the box. He didn't actually make a run. He actually showed some intelligence there and held his position whilst everyone dropped a bit, which meant he had the space to take the touch and have the shot. 1-0 Bilbao. That's a lovely ball through to Ismail Assar, who is gone. Well away, super quick, does me with the fake shot and scores a second for Bilbao. I came across fully committed with the defender. And unfortunately, Ismail saw him coming. Oh no. It's 2-0 to Bilbao. We are, as we said, conceding on average almost 3 goals a game. Well, there's 2. Decides he wants it instead. And on the breakaway we go. It's unfortunate the man in the middle just doesn't care, does he? He's only just over the halfway line as Shoratire's closing in on the box. Who was it? Pelistri, you lazy son of a bitch. Manu Murillo, Chavez, Roberto, out of his feet quickly. Good save by Truban. Best chance we've had so far. We've had one shot, they've had 3. So far, 50% shot conversion in the game. We've actually had more possession, significantly more possession than them. Our pass accuracy is only 85% though, which isn't superb. If we can improve on that, especially in the final third, then maybe we can create some more chances. Maybe get back in this. Trying to keep up, trying to catch up. Oh, Pelistri just didn't care about closing that down, did he? Just stood and watched it go past him. Nick Pope with a relatively comfortable but still necessary save. That one was uncomfortable, but still a necessary save. And it's going to come straight into the middle again here from Moretti on that far side. His dead ball delivery has been very good. And Bete wins the header though. That will fall to Ismail Assar. And then out wide here to Moretti again. If we get a toe in, we can. Shoretire closed down quickly. The ball, I just had nowhere to go with it. And it's cost me a goal. There's the third for Bilbao. Probably the sinker on this occasion. But there's so many bodies there. There's literally nothing you can do. You try and turn, you're going to get tackled. So all you can do is try and pass it or run away. Oh, Christ. It's a hell of a finish, though. 3-0 Bilbao. Malaga woes for the meantime continue, but they are our strongest opponents of the day, Athletic. So if we were to lose a game today, it was going to be this one. Kevin trying to hold it up. Here comes the run from Pantea. Back to Kevin. Chavez. Oh, I just needed that extra pass and he couldn't get it out of his feet. Oh, story of our season. Story of our season in the final clip of this heavy 3-0, maybe 4-0 defeat against Bilbao. 3-0. Story of just need that extra pass. And we don't quite have it at the minute. Not many Bilbao fans travelling, so it seems, to this away game there. There's about 4 of them. We had 2 shots, they had 6. And 3 of them went in for them and none for us, unfortunately. So another defeat in La Liga, but that one was to be expected, to be fair. Espanyol are unhappy with Thompson's appearance time, but that's not a problem for me. Nick Pope is now our number 1, although I've just noticed Nick Pope has dropped to 80 rated. Oh, Nick, that's not why we bought you, pal. Right, up next, Vallecano, which is absolutely a winnable game. At home again, and this time we hope to have a better result. Zach Steffen in goal for Vallecano. They're only 2 points above us in the league. Hernandez at right back, Bracia and Garcia at centre back with Oscar Dorley at left back, Jared Bowen, Bryce Mendes, Unai Lopez, Ivan Hamey and Michael Elise at cam, with Jurgen Strand-Larsen at striker. They've got a couple of options on the bench, including a decently highly rated Moritz Kiergaard, but he's second string to Elise at the minute, and understandably so. Elise is very good. We're not making any changes to the starting lineup at the moment. We have our strongest 11 selected every single game. And fingers crossed, this one is one that we can get a result from. I don't mind losing to Bilbao if it means that we can beat Vallecano. That's a foul on Pelistri. He would have been spinning in behind there. It means we can beat Vallecano and get a point against Celta Vigo. I'd be very happy with 4 points from today's 3 games. Just as we were very happy with 4 points from 3 games in the last episode. To be fair, it was 4 actually, wasn't it, with the sim in there. Roberto. Chavez will go back to Roberto. Oh, it's well blocked by Bracia. Can we win the header with Roberto? We can. And Pelistri get it down quickly here to Estequillo. Looking for Shoretire, but the pass lets him down. Oh, he just out-muscled Joe Mendes there. Now he's getting away here, Hamey. Pelistri's gotten stuck in. More tracking back like that, Mr. Pelistri. Maybe we won't concede quite so many goals, pal. Thank you for the extra work ethic. So we didn't do it going forward in the last game. We'll look to send Roberto in behind here. And if he can take any stride, which he can, we could be in. We are away. And Roberto gives Malaga a 1-0 lead here in the 17th minute. This is the game that we absolutely can win. And now we're winning. And keeper's come. I'd say he got there, but that hit him more so than anything else. There wasn't really any attempted save in there from Nick Pope, was there? He just, thankfully, is a big boy. Win that header, please, and Bete. Been pleased with the young Englishman since he came in. Jared Bowen with a 1-2 with Unai Lopez. This does worry me. Bowen on his left. Good block by Mbete again. And we'll get rid of it. Well in, Joe. Very well in, Joe. Oh, God, these passes. I just need them to be that little bit more accurate, and they just aren't. We could really have scored so many more goals this season if those little balls found their way through. Come here, Oscar Dawley. Well in, Joe Mendes. Really need him to improve and impress, because he is probably going to be the next man we replace in the starting lineup at the moment, Joe Mendes. He's the go-to man that has underperformed. Palistri's in here, and it is Palistri for 2-0. Now, as you know, I record these live on Twitch, and in chat, someone said Roberto 1-0, Palistri 2-0, and Shoretire 3. Well, he's got the first two right, as Daniel. Now then, Shola, it's your turn, sir. Unbelievable, Daniel. Ball down the line to Shoretire, the man that is odds-on favourite to score the next goal, supposedly. And he's in behind him. Might not score it, but he could set one up, certainly. I'm going to try and tuck this back. And an early shot. Good save by Zach Steffen to deny Chavez. No third goal yet. Palistri will whip this towards the penalty spot. And Mbete's up. And he's going to get there again. But there was a man in the way. Win this, please, Chavez. Brilliant header. Palistri inside. Manny Murillo. Roberto for 3. What a save, Zach Steffen. Wow, leaping away to make a wonderful stop. Roberto could be underneath this. He is! Cleared off the line by Oscar Dawley. We could so easily be 3 or 4 goals to the good here. This is the sort of performance that will rescue our season. Big ping. Mendes is going to get there, though. And finds Palistri with it. Roberto. Forward to Manny Murillo. Overlapping run. Estequillo. No! Can you believe it? Off the post. 3-0. And as it was for Bilbao, you'd have said, game done and dusted. At 2, still not comfortable. I'm really not comfortable. With only 22 minutes to go, we are certainly favourites to see this through and get the dub. Roberto, Manny Murillo is making moves, but I can't get it to him. Strand Larsen has had minimal to feed off of in this game. The striker, a little bit isolated at times. The majority of the game, in fact, let alone at times. And Joe Mendes, as I've been questioning whether he's the next man to get replaced in this starting lineup, is actually having a very solid defensive performance this afternoon. Palistri's done well as well, actually, giving him some cover on that right-hand side. Vallecano, see the run. Tried to step in on Elise. Strike! Saved by Pope. He's happy with himself, as are we. No clean sheet yet, though. Jared Bowen with the corner. Well up, Palistri. Estequillo's going to chase. He's not going to get there. Is Bowen onside? The answer is yes. Oh, God, that could have gone anywhere off Mbete. Corner for Vallecano again. Bowen is going to take it short. Because it looks like he's going to take it short. That hit a hand as well. That might be a pen. Is it? It is. Palistri tried to get there. Couldn't. Nick Pope saves and breaks his face on the post in the process. What a stop by the Englishman. He might be declining in rating, but his reach is still just as good as it ever was. Diving away, that was nearly right in the top corner. It's an excellent save, and then crash. That's a broken collarbone on the post, but we don't care at the minute. We're going to have to take Roberto off because he is tiring. We'll bring Kevin on, and we'll throw Shoretire in at cam, and you never know. Maybe Shola Shoretire is going to get that third goal to make it 3-0 before the end of the game. In a minute, we're going to have to make sure that we keep Vallecano out continually because this pressure is building. But penalty saved, clean sheet intact, would you believe it? Mantea to Kevin. It's on his run here, Albert Gomez off the bench to finish them off. Albert Gomez on his favoured left, buries it. We're getting 3 points. We're going to go above Vallecano in the table, and who knows, maybe outside of the relegation zone with this victory as well. Kiergaard. Well in, and Mbete. Would you Adam and Eve it? That's a Malaga clean sheet as well as a victory. What was it we said on the way in? Let's save Malaga and rescue this season. The lifeline has been thrown. The lifeline has been grabbed. Now we've just got to swim to shore. Well, Vallecano have played their match day 29 and they were victorious that time around. So despite beating them, we're still behind them in the league. We are now going to need to beat Celta Vigo as well to try and catch them up. They're in 15th. They've won on match days 27 and 28. So they're up to 28 points now. They've got 6 points so far today. It's frustrating. We'll try and ensure that they don't get even 7, let alone 9. But a victory, again, will take us above Vallecano onto 26 points. And Almeria have played 29 as well. So victory in this game would take us 16th and lift us from the relegation zone. We go again. Away from home this time. To the Estadio Abanca Balaídos, we travel next. Away from home for the first time today. And 4-1-3-2 is their formation, which was the one that we started the season with. And didn't do badly with. We've not done exceptionally well with either the formation. But I don't know as one has been better than the other so far. Jordan O'Reilly in goal. Robert Rojas at right back. With Nathan Collins and Ejuan Perez at centre back. Roman Perro at left. Gibril So sat slightly deeper with Jamie Beno-Gittens on the right and Williot Svedberg over on the left. They've got Davide Fratesi at cam with Tomas Tranchara at striker alongside Fabio Silva as well. Certainly their strongest 11 is out, but they do have some early 80s/late 70s options to go to. Gomez, after getting his goal off the bench, comes in and starts now. Roberto drops a little bit deeper. We'll see if they can create a partnership. Manu Murillo hasn't been bad, but he's not been spectacular since coming in. And Albert Gomez has 5 goals in 13 games, so he's definitely worthy of giving a go, that's for sure. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Hoping Gomez would intercept that. He couldn't. Fanchara. I think Pope got fingertips to it, but Celta Vigo take an early 1-0 lead. They are the side in better form, with back-to-back victories after our defeat and victory so far today. He might be 6'5" plus, Nick Pope, but he couldn't get to that. Lovely little ball around the corner. I'm sure he got a touch on it. I think he might have done, but top bins. Early lead for Celta Vigo, and the task just got much more difficult. Oh, I pressed pass. If you could play it when I press the button, I'd be very appreciative. Out here to Shoretire. Gomez making the run. I just didn't feel confident enough of getting the pass off accurately there. Gomez will turn, and Shoretire this time still doesn't find the target. Learn how to shoot, Shola. Fachese, Fabio Silva. Oh, he's not offside, is he, Tranchara? I think he might have been. Was he? Yes, no? Yes. Oh, God. I've got to put you through it. Took forever to actually acknowledge the flag there. Thank God for that. Celta Vigo nearly 2-0 up. But we just managed to time the defensive run well enough to ensure that the man was offside. Go on, Roberto. Into Palistri. Looking for Albert Gomez, who's turned well. And here's Chavez. And Shoretire, surely, has learnt how to shoot at some point today. Oh, Chavez not strong enough. Could have been 2-0. Could have been 1-1. Neither side really doing that well in front of goal so far today. Oh, Mbete's done brilliantly. I wish Shoretire could shoot, though. I wish I could bloody pass as well. The amount of balls that have just been wayward in this game from both teams has been diabolically poor. You can tell it's a game between two sides battling against relegation. Fanchara into Rojas. If they beat me here... Oh, as if! If they beat me here, then you'd say Celta Vigo probably got themselves out of the relegation fight entirely. Being on 32. It's still just 1, though. Defenders falling over themselves trying to get out to it. Still, they press. Do not concede a second before half-time, Ches. Svedberg back to Beno-Gittens. Well in by Mbete. Pope holds. In the 50th minute, it's half-time. Przelik, man that's come off the bench here, immediately involved. Pantea tries to get in there with a tackle and can't. And Przelik could find a pass to a teammate here. Celta ended the first half on top. Oh, and the accuracy of that finish is disgusting. And they start the second half on top as well. Fanchara has his second goal. And Celta Vigo are 2 to the good here. 6 minutes into the first half. And weirdly, 6 minutes into the second half as well. The Czech man gives them a double advantage. Oh, Pantea wrong-footed. just completely flattened himself. Good block by Panteo, though. Recovers well to make the intervention. 25 minutes to go. Oh, I was going to say I don't feel out of it. I'm out of it. 3-0 Celta Vigo. Very, very lucky third goal that this substitute finishes us off. Felt like the defender should have done better there with the initial header. And that's just the state of our luck this season with the way that's fallen back to the man there. 3-0 down. 3 games, 3 3-0s, and 3 points. Gomez looking for the run of Manu Morejo, who's going to wrong foot the defender. Manu Morejo's in behind. Tight angle. And Geronimo Rulli does again what Geronimo Rulli has done all game long. That one was relatively simple to save, though. Gomez could be up for this. And Bete's going to knock it down. Kevin. Estaquillo. Kevin again. Well in, Manu Morejo. He's going to spin. Need someone to pass it short to, though. There is that someone. Kevin. Gomez beats his man. And we can score against Geronimo Rulli, but it's too little too late. It's going to be 3-1 to Celta Vigo. Doesn't necessarily help us all that much in the grand scheme of things, but it's nice to see us score in 2 games today and not just lose by 3-0 twice whilst winning by 3-0. But we'll take it. We'll take the 3 points. Vallecano, probably the more likely of the 2 between Celta and Vallecano to still stay down the bottom. I had 11 shots in that game. We absolutely could have drawn that 3-3. Didn't though, did we? Unfortunately. In the next episode, we have, or in the next month, we have a number of fixtures actually. So I need to see how many games we have left in the season to figure out whether we play every single game that's left, or whether we just do the old play 3 sim, whatever's left. It's England duty coming up next for us. Of course, Euro 2026 in the summer. It would be Sociedad, Betis, Levante, Osasuna and Mallorca. I think we sim Sociedad and Betis and play Levante, Osasuna and Mallorca, don't you? And then it would be Getafe, Valencia and Almeria that we play, with Atletico Madrid simmed. It'll be a very, very, very important few games in the next couple of episodes. I don't know why I'm looking at team sheets. I want to have a look at standings. My brain knew I wanted to go to the second tile. I was just on the wrong one. So with Levante 19th left to play, Almeria 16th and Osasuna 15th still to play, the season is still in our hands. With 9 games to go, we can survive still. Although Almeria and Vallecano look like the only 2 sides now that we could catch. Although if we beat Osasuna and beat Levante, there's no reason why we can't catch 15th placed Osasuna as well. Wait to see how the season goes. But that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for coming back and showing your support on the GloryHunter save. Means the world to me. I will see you for another one tomorrow.